Today I want to tell you guys the story of how I got my first job in the UK. So when I first came to the UK, I was in college doing my A-levels, and for 2 years I was applying for jobs and I had no luck at all. It was mainly because I am Muslim, so I want to avoid working in places that deal with alcohol and stuff like that. So it kind of really narrowed down my choices in the first place. And secondly, I didn't have any experience as well, so that didn't help. I started applying for restaurants and takeaways, and the only restaurants that don't serve alcohol are the Indian and the Bangladeshi restaurants. But take my advice, don't even bother and waste time applying for those restaurants, because those restaurants just hire internally. They hire people they already know. I went online, started applying in Indeed on shops and retail places, and especially pharmacies, because I want to become a pharmacist in the future, but still no luck. But of course, I wasn't just sat there. I spent time actually getting some work experience in pharmacies, in hospitals, and of course they were unpaid, but I really recommend you guys getting work experience even if it's unpaid. And I got some customer facing experience from volunteering in events and stuff like that. It's not like for these 2 years I was not making money. Of course, I had my tutoring business and I was always trying to scale that up, and so I had some money flowing in, but I of course wanted a job because tutoring was just not gonna cut it in my gap year. But then I got really lucky. So after my exams ended, I was walking down Commercial Road with my mum and I saw that Scoops were hiring, the ice cream place. So I was like, okay, let me make some CV which is tailored to ice cream places, and let me go around South Sea applying for ice cream places, because of course in the summer everyone wants ice cream. So I was just out with my bike with a handful of CVs. I was going to the shops and dropping in my CV, and then I got really lucky because one of them ice cream places, they were like, okay, we are not hiring, but you can go inside the arcades and you can apply there. So I literally dropped my CV, which was specifically made for ice cream stuff. I dropped it into an arcade, and yeah, after that I had an interview and I got hired. It shows how people spend so much time on perfecting their CVs, the font and everything, and they still don't get a job. But I got lucky with a job with a CV that was not even meant for the job. But you're never gonna get lucky like this if you don't step out of your house. You really have to get out of your comfort zone, go to shops, talk to people, network, and apply for jobs that way. Because if you're searching for your first job, you're highly likely not gonna get it through online, because in platforms like Indeed, they actually look at your work experience and stuff like that. So if you go in person, you can speak to them and you can show them your personality, you're more likely to be hired. So moral of the story is, get out of your comfort zone, go out of your house, start applying, and you will only get lucky if you apply a lot.